In today's episode, we're going to be fabricating a battery box for this bike. I had to find a smaller battery. It's actually a battery that my friend referred to me. It's a small lithium battery that he's been using on his sporty chop for 4 years now, and he says it's still running strong. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. And lithium is nice because of how small it is. This battery that I got is 3.5 inches tall, 2.2 inches long, and then 4.45 inches wide. So just under 4.5 inches. That is not average, that is small, gentlemen. But I do not have the battery yet. But I'm gonna make this box a little bit bigger than it needs to be because I am putting other things other than the battery in there to have a nice clean look. The lid of this battery box is going to be the cool part. So you guys know my drips and stuff that I have all over my bike. I have them on my cam cover and on the forks and stuff. I'm gonna do some drips on top of this box. So let's say we got a corner, got our top. It's gonna be a little bit rounded because you know things don't melt at right degree angles. They're a little rounded. And then we're gonna have some, some ice cream looking, oh God, that's making me hungry. You guys get the point. So you guys already see it. Okay, but before I start the time lapse of me building this, I have a little treat for you guys. And this is the treat. I threw the forks on it because I had some friends over and they wanted to see. I was like, it's long, and they're like, how long is it? So I was like, you know what, I'll show you. Put the forks on it. And also I needed to make some marks on where my little chain falls go, so I make sure not to mold there. I don't want anything intersecting that shouldn't be intersecting because that would suck to paint this and mold and everything just to slam the forks into the side of it and ruin everything. But also I got some new rocker box covers. They're by some, I don't even know, some company. You can have them for a lot of money. For what they are, it's literally just an aesthetic type thing, but it makes it look like a old tracker, Harley tracker. It was like a dirt bike back in the day. I just want people to be really confused when they look at this versus the people that know motorcycles. They'll be like, oh, he's just got like fancy rocker boxes, versus the people who don't know anything, who are gonna be like, oh, you own a tracker. Let me tell you what you own real fast, because you obviously don't know. But yeah, check it out. I'm gonna do this one-handed to show you guys it's not that bad. Whoa. Pretty nice, huh? I might have to adjust these handlebars, might do a little flare out or something for more torque, but ultimately, she's not bad. The trees are a little loose on here because when I machined these to fit this neck, it's got maybe like a 1/16 gap between the trees and this, so the bearings are a little loose in there. Speaking of the bearings, you guys notice I don't have any bearing cups. That's because this is a very large neck tube and the bearing cups are actually sunk into the neck for a nice clean look. It's just also gonna come very handy when I am molding this entire frame. I don't have the tank on there right now, took it off for reasons you guys don't need to know. I always come down here and try to break it because I'd rather break in the garage than on the highway. But so what I have to do before we start working, since I don't want to ruin these, I'm going to take these off, put them in a nice box, and forget about them until I build the motor. Put the old ones back on. Then I'm going to take the forks off and I'm going to pick this frame up and put it back on the lift where it belongs. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, look how much room I have to work with. Yo, yo. Oh. So if you guys are wondering why I put the entire motorcycle on the bike lift to build a battery box, that's because we're not doing just a battery box. How the hell am I supposed to put a battery box on a motorcycle with no mounts? Well, check this out. Here's the mount. This is from TC Bros. This fits their stock tire hardtail. TC Bros is really, really awesome for this stuff. And if you guys are about to build your first chopper, I recommend a, mid-90s solid mount Sportster with a bolt-on hardtail, and just all their pieces fit, and it's awesome. So this guy, he goes right in here. So I'm just going to tack weld him nice and heavy so he's here to stay. And then I'm going to fully weld it once the battery box is made and everything's cool. And I actually have everything off the frame, including the motor, the wheel, the fender, and I can, really get my arms wrapped around it and weld it nice and good. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld him on here. Shit! Fuck! Oh, yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Does that look even to you guys? Let me check. Yep. So we have that battery box mount tacked on there, nice and good. So what's next, you ask? Cutting stuff out of metal? Wrong. First, I like to make stuff out of cardboard just to make sure I got the right size and shape and everything. I like to call it CAD, which is cardboard aided design. But so you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me cutting stuff out on the floor and contemplating and making stupid faces. I just went ahead and did it. Boom. This is gonna be the battery box. This thing is almost sturdy enough I could just use this instead of metal. Let's throw it in. Hey. Stop. Whoops. Yes. Not too bad for MIG welding, super thin sheet metal, but man, I really need to invest in a TIG, you know what I mean? Tired of these icing welds. Let's clean her up. Oh, mama. I know what you're thinking. I should probably put this in the vise, but you're in the vise. This might hurt. Oh, fucking, my brain is shit. Hey, yeah. Swear to God. That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. And there you have it. A box. Hell yeah. You guys saw it first. My welds are not very pretty with my Amazon MIG welder, but I tell you what, with a little perseverance, with a grinder and some sandpaper, you can really make something look nice, especially when I get some paint on this bad boy. Also, I'm definitely more into the removal business than adding business. I like sculpting and everything, and I've been a sculptor my whole life, so I will continue to work this way. But check that out. That is freaking sick, boy. Now, I'm pretty sure TC Bros sells a pre-made battery box. However, I checked out the dimensions. It's made for a big battery, like a normal size, normal person battery. Also, that means it's a little too large for this gap right here, because I, in fact, had to move my reinforcement bar forward to fit this big fat Model A Coker tire that turns this 16-inch rim into a 30-inch wheel. But, yep, so that guy is done-ish. Still got to put some bungs in the top to screw down onto, but we're not doing that until after I make the lid. So we're going to do some cardboard cutouts for the lid, and I'm just gonna kind of make that off camera and show you the same way, because you guys don't need to see that. Let's get going. So it's a new day, and with the new day is new things in the mail. I received this Shori battery. Check this thing out, dude. This is tiny. I can't believe my buddy's been running this battery for 4+ years, and it still works. And he has the exact same motorcycle that I have. It's a 95 Sportster, you know, solid mount Sportster, whatever. This is 220 cold cranking amps. I'm just amazed. I did a couple things off camera that I didn't think you guys need to see, because the video's already getting kind of long. Since I have my battery, I went ahead and made a little tiny holder in there. Whoa, just a little piece of sheet metal. And also, if you can't tell by this absolute cardboard carnage going on behind me, you can probably assume that I went ahead and made the lid like I said I was going to. So let's throw this guy on. Oh, check that out. That's pretty drippy, as the young folks would say. This is going to be extremely difficult to do. Also, I'm not going to be making it out of the same thin sheet metal, because I want to be able to sculpt it with a grinder, because everybody knows that drips are not flat. And I'm going to attempt to make it out of 1/4 inch steel. I have basic hand tools. This is probably gonna take a while. So after I get the pieces cut out, I'll probably do a time lapse of me just making one, and then you guys can use your imagination for the rest. But let's get to it. Gore. Here's that piece you guys just watched me make. It's a little tight on that switch right there. It needs to come straight down, but I think we can finagle it in there when we grind down these edges of the other pieces you guys did not see me make. Oh yeah, lots of dremeling, lots of metal splinters, but totally worth it. Man, this is gonna be super cool. We just gotta drill a couple holes in the top for our bungs and set the bungs inside the box, and then we're golden. Wow-wee! Man, look at that. Now, of course, you can always do more sanding. Frankly, I am tired of sanding and tired of working on this. You can see there's little bits in there that need to work. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I think some chrome will get on this, even though you guys know how much I hate chrome. But we'll see. Granted, of course, when the bike comes completely apart and gets ready for paint and everything, pieces like this are going to be getting some loving. So let's go ahead and throw it on the bike and we'll see how it looks. Moment of truth. Let's see if I need to. Oh no. Oh. I'm sure that won't bang up any paint. Okay. So it seems to me I might need to wallow out those holes a little bit. So get a good gorilla grip on that bad boy. Whatever. We're going to be opening it up in no time. Strip bolts on a new battery box. Say that I am happy that this video is over. I'm tired of sanding and dremeling. It's a little inconspicuous, I know, but the people that will come up to me and say that they noticed it really tells me that they were looking at my bike, because they gotta look deep for stupid stuff like that. But man, I'm excited with that. That's super cool. It's making my my cam cover look like shit. So I'm probably gonna have to go back and redo all that, but whatever. I'm happy to have the proper dremeling tools now to achieve this look. But if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, because plenty more will be coming, and hopefully this bike will be finished soon for the big unveiling, and hopefully I don't die immediately on it. See you next time.